is the use of the word Judaism. And I have like 8 different things where in this it says, and I'll just give you, Judaism is in these examples is most often the subject of a statement. And then, so there's a verb attributed to Judaism. So Judaism takes it for granted that. That's one. Judaism considers ... What Judaism teaches on the subject. Judaism employs ... Judaism derives the idea ... The original opinion taught in Judaism. There's several of these. So the point is, Judaism then, in terms of literature, Judaism is a character now. Judaism is a person that can take for granted, that considers, that teaches, that employs, that derives. It's an entity given personhood in the literature perspective, and then attributed with authority. And then the FFOZ writers identify themselves in their literature with this entity. It's like a golem, right? It's like with this entity that has all this power. And then that is their authority then. In other words, if you took Judaism away, they don't have anything to offer. Well, all they have to offer is to go to this world of Judaism, cherry pick things from Jewish authors, probably most of it, I would imagine. I don't know if they have any competency, especially when it comes to Kabbalah, because the core texts of the Kabbalah are in Aramaic, and they're not easy texts at all. I mean, I've spent quite a bit of time over the last 20 years reading texts in that Aramaic, of those texts and the popular Kabbalistic commentaries on those texts. Very familiar with it. And what I get from this is that he doesn't really understand that world. It's like, to me, it's just a strange thing. Another bit is 5 times you find the Jewish perspective.
Well, okay, hang on just a second.
And then also 5 times Jewish belief. So Jewish perspective, Jewish belief. Again, as if these are somehow transcendent entities that are monolithic and fixed.
Okay, yeah, and we need to wait.
It is such a disservice to thinking humans.
We need to hash that out just a little bit, though. The point I think that needs to be driven home is there is no monolithic. There is no one thought of Judaism. To say Judaism believes is like saying Christianity believes. You can't say that. You know, there's the only synagogue in Tacoma, which has 280,000 people. 280,000 people. There's one synagogue in Tacoma. They are Reformed. Half of them don't even believe that there's a God.
Right.
So is he talking about that Judaism too? You know,
exactly.
they fully affirm the LGBTQ movement and have homosexual couples in their congregation. Does that mean
the point is now? So they're selling a Judaism. That's what I mean. That does not exist except in their own imagination.
They're selling
as long as their audience goes, I'm just kidding.
That's the point. As long as they are presenting what they want their audience to believe is Judaism, but it is something that they have created. In other words, is there people in Judaism and is there sects that might believe certain things of what they're saying? Okay, sure. But does Judaism as a whole believe? That would be like, it'd be like me saying Christianity believes in Calvinism. Christianity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't say that. You know, Christianity, believes in, is theonomy. It believes in theonomy.
Christianity teaches infant baptism.
Right. Exactly. You know how many Baptists
Christianity celebrates Christmas on January 6th or whatever.
Right.
Right? No. Okay. So exactly. That's the point. But they're getting away with it because their audience doesn't know very much about Judaism. That's my argument. That if I were to say one thing, they are marketing to people that really don't know anything about Judaism. And so it's a tickling ears kind of thing.
Well, I think that they're playing and banking on the ignorance of their audience. And I'm not saying that in a vulgar way.
They want to control.
I'm not saying that in a vulgar way towards the audience. I would not expect the average person or even a well-trained Christian to understand the ins and outs. I don't understand the ins and outs of the Kabbalah. So for them to say things like this, they're banking on the idea that the audience is ignorant to the fact to any of the Kabbalistic teachings or or to the notion that Judaism teaches, right? I mean, even that concept, even, I hear this a lot within the Messianic movement. Oh, well, Judaism teaches. It's like, you can't say that. And Judaism in the first century, we hear this all the time. Judaism in the first century believed. You can't say that because,
exactly.
Judaism
doesn't believe anything. Humans believe things.
Right. Thank you so much for watching this video. Tell us your thoughts on this subject by leaving a comment in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and enable those notifications. And we'll see you in the next video.